How long is the Army service obligation after ROTC or OCS? Imagine dedicating years of your life to serve in the military, knowing that your commitment is both a duty and a privilege. If you are considering participating in the Reserve Officers Training Corps or Officer Candidate School, understanding the length of your service obligation is essential to planning your future. The service obligation for individuals who complete Reserve Officers Training Corps programs or Officer Candidate School varies depending on the specific program and the scholarship or financial assistance received. For those who participate in the Reserve Officers Training Corps, the typical service commitment is generally for years of active duty service. This period begins after commissioning as a commissioned officer in the United States Army. If the ROTC program was funded through a scholarship or financial assistance, the obligation is usually explicitly outlined at the time of acceptance, often including additional years of reserve duty or inactive duty training. For candidates who attend Officer Candidate School without prior ROTC participation, the standard service obligation is also for years of active duty service. Officer Candidate School is a rigorous program designed to train and commission qualified civilians into the officer ranks. Upon successful completion, officers are commissioned and begin their active duty service, which is typically for years. It is important to note that some programs or circumstances may alter the length of service obligations. For example, if an individual receives a specialized scholarship or participates in a program with unique terms, the obligation might extend beyond for years. Additionally, reserve component service obligations, which involve part-time service in the Army Reserve or National Guard, may have different durations, often ranging from 6 to 8 years, with a specified number of years on active duty or in reserve status. In summary, the standard active duty service obligation after completing Reserve Officers Training Corps or Officer Candidate School is generally for years. However, specific commitments can vary based on funding sources, program specifics, and individual circumstances. It is always advisable to review the terms outlined at the time of enlistment or commissioning to fully understand the commitment involved.